demons right now. Man, we're Luka, nigga.
Well, shit. Luka's the GOAT. Luka, like, not next up. Luka is now. Like, Luka is for real now.
I walked up to Wes. I'm like, man, y'all gonna let the white dude get the ball the whole game? That's crazy. He looked me dead in my face. He said, that motherfucker cold.
Yeah, he played the way he played.
White? Plays like a white guy?
No, he plays like a black guy.
Nah, Luka not in that.
You tripping. Luka?
Let me think.
Hey, motherfucker. You can't, man, stop,
hold
man.
on. You know
stop.
what? Luka
Run the
is in
Luka
that.
tape
No,
right
Luka,
now.
Luka in there.
Run the Luka
No.
tape.
Yo, what's poppin', MVP gang? It's your boy, Pravi MVP, back with another NBA breakdown. And today, oh man, the NBA world is sleeping on LA again. Luka just locked in his future with the Lakers, and somehow ESPN got the Lakers at number 10 in the power rankings. Luka is in the best shape of his career, and the roster around him isn't just good, it's better than the one that he led to the finals, and is significantly more complete than the group he carried with him to the Western Conference Finals back in Dallas against Golden State 2 seasons prior to his finals appearance. Yet, for some reason, the media is so locked into last season narrative that they are completely overlooking the power of this revamped squad. Let's break it down piece by piece. Okay, the Lakers got bounced last year by the Timberwolves team that simply had one thing the Lakers lacked: size. Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle, Naz Reid. It was a front court avalanche that the LA couldn't match. But this year, that all changes with DeAndre Ayton at the 5, because he brings more size, length, and skill than any other big the Lakers had last season. More importantly, his presence allows Hanks, who was starting out of necessity, to shift into a more comfortable backup role. Now, he actually had a period where he thrived late last season as the starter, going 38-18 to end the season. So don't forget, LA's best stretch of basketball came with Hayes starting. Every time he missed the game, the Lakers struggled because he was their only real center. And during that period, the Lakers posted the 4th best defense in the entire league. His individual impact from February 1st onward, Hayes posted a defensive rating of 102.5, ranking among the top 6 in the league for players who logged at least 20 minutes per game over 4 or more contests. Yes, he struggled against the Timberwolves as he was dealing with injuries to end the season, and the Timberwolves' size wasn't a good matchup for him. But over the course of a season, he definitely makes the teams better. Like, who else is going to be giving you that type of impact on a vet minimum? People need to really use their brain. They be trying to act like Hayes is just a bum and he don't belong in the NBA. Incorrect. He fit with Luka. Luka wanted him back. He in LA. But the size isn't just in the paint anymore. It's everywhere. Enter Marcus Smart, a former defensive player of the year who gives the team an elite point of attack defense they were missing. Add in Adu Thero, add in Vando, add in Gabe Vincent. I'm telling you, we got defense across the perimeter. And when we really focus on Adu Thero, the rookie out of Kentucky with a freakish athletic profile, long arms, quick feet, and the instincts to make an impact immediately on the wing. In my opinion, he's why the Lakers aren't feeling any pressure to trade for Andrew Wiggins. What they wanted from Wiggins, wing defense, help side rim protection, and length, Thero is already providing that, and it's even better because he's on a rookie deal. It's all about him getting adjusted to the NBA game, and then I feel like he has no ceilings. The Lakers are playing the long game smart here. Don't be shocked when he wins multiple Rookie of the Week honors. I really think he's going to make that type of impact. And then there's Jake LaRavia, one of the most underrated pickups of the offseason. The mainstream media clearly hasn't done their homework on this guy. He brings spacing, size, defense off the bench, and can play both forward spots. He's not flashy, but he's a connector piece, and every championship team needs a guy like that. Pair him with a healthy Jared Vanderbilt, who's finally had an offseason where he's working on his game instead of rehabbing injuries. And then you add in Rui, and the team suddenly has real forward depth. And they even talking about Maxi Kleber being healthy for the first time and actually getting some of his form back. People act like he's not a good piece. When healthy, he's actually a good piece because he's versatile and can shoot threes, and he's low usage when you got somebody like LeBron, Austin, and Luka. He don't care to have the ball. He gonna do dirty work, play defense, and he'll shoot a wide open shot. That's all you need. But people ain't really paying attention to the complete picture because they love the narrative around the Lakers. They love hating on the Lakers. People mad that the Lakers are the Lakers, and they're going to continue to be the Lakers. They're going to continue to be the team everybody want to see. They're going to continue to be the team that media going to just make up stories about every day because it's the Lake Show, baby. We do what people want to hear about. Even the haters going to tune in to the videos. I be having haters watch my videos just to dislike them because we the Lake Show, baby. We're going to have people no matter what. And Vando reportedly been getting hundreds of threes up a day, understanding that if he could just become a league average shooter from the corner, that's a multi-million contract a multi-year contract waiting for him because he is one of the most elite defensive players in the league as far as all positions, 1 through 5. Vando can literally guard 1 through 5. And make it difficult for him. He can get on Curry and then in the same game be guarding Jokic. Like if they was on the same team, he could guard 1 through 5. It does not matter. Let's talk about chemistry though, because that is where the magic is. LeBron James and Luka Doncic might be the most gifted offensive duo we seen since LeBron Kyrie or Luka Kyrie, like for real. In their first 10 games together, I don't know if y'all know this, last season, they put up a combined 200 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists. The only Lakers duo to ever do that. Off the pick and roll, they generated an insane 1.18 points per possession, which ranked in the top tier of the league. And you got to remember, Luka was coming off an injury and off his longest layoff ever of his career, and this is what he did. Their off-ball movement transformed. The Lakers offense went from 26th rank in three-point attempts to second literally overnight. Luka pushes pace and manipulates defenses in a way LeBron has never played alongside before. He's usually the one doing it, and the results are showing. What happens when they now get an entire offseason to jail? Luka's in his best shape. I'm telling you, it's going to be history. Just like Luka and Kyrie made the finals after having a full offseason together, Luka and LeBron will go even further, completing the mission and winning the title, because 22 plus 77 equal 100. This isn't just a two-man show, though. Austin Reaves is still here, thriving off Luka's playmaking. Rui Hachimura, arguably the most overlooked name on the roster, is a perfect fit next to Luka. I don't know why people want to trade him. If you really look at his playoff performance, he was one of the best playoff performers outside of Luka and LeBron. It was Rui. He was the third best player in the playoffs. I'm like, why are y'all trying to trade something that fit perfect next to Luka? And he teamed Jordan with Luka. He's an athletic finisher who hits open threes at a ridiculous rate. And Luka, LeBron, and Reaves are going to be creating constant advantages where Rui is going to be an afterthought. He's going to be feasting on wide open corner looks all season long. His scoring efficiency is elite when given time and space, and Luka going to continue to make sure he get both. So stop asking to trade pieces that actually make sense, because if we trade Rui, you need something else to replace that level of efficiency without really requiring the ball. Y'all got to really think think basketball. And when you build in a team with high usage players, you need players who are very efficient on low without having high usage. And then look, we got to shut down this nonsense about trading LeBron. For who? For what? This is one of the, this current roster is one of the most talented, balanced groups LeBron has ever played with. He knows it, the front office knows it, and most importantly, Luka knows it. In his own words, the Lakers have the pieces to win now, end quote. And he's not wrong. He's won with less, much less. This team has veterans, youth, length, athleticism, and a defensive identity now. When you can put Marcus Smart, Abdul Thero, you can put Gabe Vincent, Vando, Rui, LeBron, all these people on opposing wings, Ayton holding down the paint, and Luka orchestrating the offense. You got a roster that can compete with anyone. And when it comes to matchup dominance, let's talk about these teams they ranked over in the power rankings over the Lakers, and let's literally look at how Luka has matched up against them, because I'm talking about this is straight up dominance. Luka Doncic is in a league of his own against the Oklahoma City Thunder, including the 2024 playoff series where the Oklahoma City Thunder was the number 1 seed and he was clearly playing hurt. Luka in his career has averaged 27 points, 27.1 points, 8.5 rebounds, and 8.1 assists in 16 regular season games, plus 24.7, 10.5 rebounds, 8.7 assists in 6 playoff games against OKC, and winning in a 4-2 series in a game 6 despite being compromised physically. OKC has never had an answer for Luka, and that trend is only going to continue now that he's in the purple and gold. I don't see a player on the Oklahoma City roster that can guard Luka. While Dort has, he play hard, he's physical, he a dirty player, he a player that you want on your team, but people will call him dirty if you're playing against him. He's a good defender. The problem is he way too short. He's not tall enough. He don't got enough bricks in his back pocket. He's strong. He play hard against Luka, but ultimately Luka still has a major advantage over him because of all the inches that he given up. And then ultimately Luka is still bigger than him. He's still way more than him. He still can get into the paint and then go over the top of him. Shea don't even try to guard Luka. If people actually watch these games, Shea has never in his life tried to guard Luka. He literally hides on one of the weakest people they can find, and he hides there. When Luka was in Dallas, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander assignment was PJ Washington. And he hid in the corner, and he would come off that corner, and that's why they got lit up. Our PJ Washington would just straight up go at Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. His defense is overrated. When he's actually playing against perimeter players who are big and can actually penetrate bigger wings, he cannot guard them. He couldn't guard PJ Washington. He cannot guard Luka. In a matchup against the Lakers, that would have actually been a better matchup than the Timberwolves, because the Timberwolves actually have size and strength with their front court players, and their scores. Rudy Gobert may not be a scorer, but he's one of the biggest, tallest players in the league, just point blank, period. And then you got Naz Reid, a big that can move and fast, and he attacking the paint. Then you got Julius Randle, one of the strongest scoring physical inside presence in the league. Now you compare to OKC, Chet Holmgren, 210 pounds at 7'6". That's nothing. He doesn't have any strength. He's going to mostly score from the outside. Hartenstein doesn't have really any kind of real scoring bag. And he's shorter, smaller than Rudy Gobert. So it's that would have been a way better matchup. I would love to play OKC, and I can't wait till people see what I'm talking about. When you see this new Laker team play against OKC, you're going to see what I'm talking about. When we played them last year with Luka, quote unquote, unhealthy, as you're going to see the footage in this video, he cooked them. They couldn't guard him then. I don't see how they're going to be able to guard him now. His home away dominance extends beyond OKC. In 22 regular season games versus Golden State, Luka has posted a career average of 30.4 points, 8.3 rebounds, and 8.4 assists in 5 playoff games against Golden State. He averaged 32 points, 9.2 rebounds, and 6 assists. Despite his team losing 1-4, Golden State simply has never had anyone capable of slowing him down ever since he entered the league. He may lose because the pieces Dallas has constantly put around Luka have been absolute trash. That year he made it to the Western Conference Finals to play Golden State, He had Reggie Bullock playing most of his minutes at power forward. He had Dwight Powell starting. Trey Burke was on that team. We had Frank Ntilikina logging minutes. Like, we had a team that had that ain't even a playoff team, bro. Let's just be real. They constantly have put shit rosters around Luka, and as soon as they got that team right, you see what they did. He went to the finals. Going back to his Dallas days, the Houston Rockets might as well been his second home. Like, are y'all crazy? He ranks near the top all time scoring versus them. When you talk about Luka's most relentless matchups, Houston Rockets and the LA Clippers stand out, and they are two teams that they placed above the Lakers in the playoff rankings, even though when you really look at it, across 20 career regular season games versus Houston, Luka has averaged a staggering 31.3 points per game, 9.8 rebounds, and 7.7 assists while leading his team to a 14-6 record. Drilling deeper over the last 2 seasons since Houston been supposedly getting better, Luka has elevated those numbers, averaging 41.5 points per game and 10.3 rebounds per game and 9.8 assists per game on elite shooting splits, approximately 66.4% true shooting percentage, and remaining undefeated in 6 games versus Houston. He is literally torching their entire roster every single time out. So what the hell, adding Luther? What is Kevin Durant gonna do against that? Nothing. What is adding Finney, somebody that he's already familiar going against in practice every single day, gonna really do against that? Nothing. There's nobody on the Rockets, like I stated, who can actually guard Luka. And then at this point in time, he is at a higher peak. He is more so reaching his peak than Kevin Durant. If they're going against each other back and forth in a playoff series, his impact gonna be bigger. He gonna have more boards. He gonna have more assists. He makes his overall team better. I don't care that Kevin Durant can get a bucket. He can't stop Luka. Nobody on Houston can guard Luka. The numbers don't lie. And then on the flip side, Luka's track record against the Clippers is equally as devastating. In 39 combined games, regular season playoffs, so you got to understand the Clippers was a much better team when Luka was playing them to start his career. He's put up 32.3 points, 8.4 assists, 8.3 rebounds and claim. This includes the 2024 playoff series when they last played, and he sent them home as well. I don't understand how you rank these teams higher than the Lakers when you got a healthy Luka, and he beat all of these teams on one leg. Like he was injured that whole 2024 playoffs run where he led the playoffs in points, rebounds, assists, and steals for all teams. He was on one leg. I need people to go back and actually have a brain and watch that game and see that Luka was limping through all them series and still laid belt to their ass. And then here he go and he healthy now. Y'all not gonna think he gonna do it again? And if you talking about a team Luka has scattered more, like there's no other team he has shattered more consistently other than the LA Clippers. Even during their peak with Kawhi, Pat Bev, Paul George, Terrence Mann, none of them could effectively guard him head to head. Not a single team has guarded Luka more poorly historically than the Clippers have. Now imagine Luka is wearing purple and gold, surrounded by a much deeper, more athletic, better defended roster. No OKC, no Houston, no Golden State, and especially no Clippers can slow him down with Ayton anchor in the paint, Marcus Smart on the perimeter, LaRavia, Adu Thero, on the wings, Rui, spacing the floor. Then he got LeBron, who gonna be giving Luka the recipe to win championships. Teams like Denver, the Cavs, or the Wolves might match in size or firepower, but none of them have seen a guard who can carry games the way that he's done outside of his own teammate, LeBron. Against those elite teams, ESPN ranks against LA, Luka has already shown he can take over and dismantle their defenses easily. The Lakers are just loading the support around one of the most unstoppable threats in the game. No duo quite like Luka and LeBron has that combination of 3-level scoring, vision, control, late game IQ. I'm telling you, it's just all different. And I'm telling you now, this isn't the final version of the team. I know for a fact the Lakers are planning at least one more move, a low cost trade or buyout signing that will bring in one more playoff tested vet and maybe a shooter. Maybe it's a backup wing. It could be a center. But Whatever it is, it's going to push this team into every year contender status for as long as Luka is suited up in the purple and gold. I'm telling y'all, Laker LA, baby, we on top. We back. Luka has already said he wants to be remembered as the guy who has brought multiple championships to LA. What is a better way to start his legacy than winning his first title alongside LeBron, the guy he grew up idolizing, the guy who's now passing him the torch? And let's not forget, LeBron has also said multiple times before Luka was ever on his team that Luka was his favorite player in the league, and now they suiting up together. Now they share the same jersey. 23 plus 77 equals 100. This team is special. They got depth. They got IQ. They got size. And they got the chemistry to win it all after this offseason. I'm trying to tell you. So for anyone doubting, just watch. The league is about to find out what happens when Luka has everything he needs and a coach that got this incredible offensive mind in JJ Redick. And before we get out of here, let's talk about the future, because Luka re-signing, the Lakers didn't just lock in the present. They secured a dynasty window over these next 3 years. The front office knows exactly what they're doing. This team has over $45 million in projected cap space in 2026. With LeBron likely transitioning into retirement or even taking a pay cut to pursue another ring, that opens up the door for a third star, another all NBA level wing, or an elite bench depth to fill out around Luka. You combine that kind of cap flexibility with a young core that already includes Austin, Ayton, Thero, Laravia, Vando, and a generational talent in Luka in the purple and gold. And then you got the vet like Marcus Smart, who I'm pretty sure this all turned out, they're gonna re-sign him. Like, you're not just positioned to dominate this season, but for years. Luka said he wants to bring multiple championships to LA, and the front office is giving him the keys to do exactly that. Don't be surprised if we're looking at the next great Lakers era being built right now. And that's it for today's breakdown, MVP gang. If you riding with Luka, locking in long term, and you can see the vision of the Lakers dynasty forming before our eyes, smash that like button, sub to the channel, and drop a LA legacy in the comments so I know you believe in this squad now and for the future. Luka is here to stay. The cap space is on deck, and the torch is officially being passed by LeBron. Don't blink. This next chapter in Lakers history is going to be legendary. Stay consistent, stay focused, and blessings to the Most High. Peace. Hey.